Okay, so he apparently has been accused, Kevin, President Obama, of basically inciting anger and anxiety over saying that cops essentially are racist. That's what he's been accused of. Words matter. What do you say, Kevin?
Well, there's a lot of things at play here. First of all, when you listen to Obama give his speeches, he's chastised Republicans, told Democrats that essentially we're not worthy of spending time with us and hearing our views. And if you want to transfer what President Trump said and try to extrapolate that to some sort of damages that these people suffered at the hands of a few maybe overzealous supporters, God, you've just got so much ammunition. I mean, I don't know what the fee ended up being for the state of Missouri, but it's millions of dollars in damage that was caused over Ferguson. And Barack Obama essentially fomented that hatred of cops here in the city. And then, of course, the police officer involved was exonerated. The city, for all intents and purposes, was exonerated. He hasn't said a word about what's going on in Chicago in terms of what they do with the police officers. But even go beyond Barack Obama and start looking at the mayor of Baltimore, for example, Shelby Blake, when she actually said to people, you know, just go ahead and do what you need to do and burn down the city and get it out of your system. And then, of course, the state's attorney, who essentially said she was going to get justice for him and effectively condoned the actions. I mean, if that's a very slippery slope for the left to want to play. And then compound all of that, Liz, with WikiLeaks, where we've been, you know, it was pretty much determined that the DNC are the ones who were creating a lot of these, the protest against Donald Trump, if you recall what happened in Chicago when Trump was still a candidate. So they've got to really, I would just tell them to be careful throwing rocks at the inside of the glass house.
Yeah, look, it's about bad actors. It's about individual behavior, not taking a broad brush and painting groups all the same. Let's take a moment, though, and just take a look at how the protesters at that Trump rally, the ones who are now suing, let's look at how they were ejected. Let's take a look.
Get them out of here! By the way, do we love our police? We have to give a hand to our police. We love our police.
Okay, Kevin, the plaintiffs are saying they were shoved and pushed, and here's the judge's reasoning, saying, quote, it is plausible that Trump's direction to get him out of here advocated the use of force. It was an order, an instruction, a command. Now, Kevin, basically the president's team is saying it was First Amendment free speech rights. What do you say?
Well, look, I don't think they should have put their hands on these folks, but there's plenty of video around of Trump supporters being chased and beaten. And I mean, there was one video I recall where a woman was essentially trapped trying to get into a building. I would just say again, if the judge is going to rule on this, I think quite frankly it's nonsense. I think that if they wanted to sue anybody, the people involved, they could try to sue the individuals, but I don't believe they could go after Donald Trump. But the Democrat Party has a lot of blood on its hands when it comes to Trump supporters. Recall the video where the guy got dragged out of his car and beaten on camera, and many others. So look, if you want to do a tit for tat on this, they're going to find out there's a lot more people that have been beat up and harassed, in many cases much worse than those people were who were Trump supporters, than any Democrat. If that's the best that they have, they expect a lot of other lawsuits from the other side.
Thank you.